I think the waterworks have stopped. What an emotional roller coaster that was. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and we have another film review for you today. This time we're going to take a look at the film Gifted, starring Chris Evans, and I've got her name written down because I've never seen it before, and McKenna Grace. This is another example. I said a couple of reviews ago, like, it's great to go to the cinema, it's great to watch a film, or TV, whatever it is you're watching, and just get invested in the story instead of just having to watch a minute action and blowing explosions and crazy visuals, which is awesome at the same time. But it's great to just sit down and get invested in a really nice, and in this case, a really sad, soppy story. But let's get on with the review. Spoiler warning. The spoiler bit is in full effect here, so been warned, but let's carry on. Right, I'll try and go through this quick as I possibly can, so I'm not just rambling like I do most reviews. Right, the story basically goes, Chris Evans, he's got his niece, it's his daughter's, well, sorry, it's not his daughter's, it's his sister's daughter, but she committed suicide a few years ago. You get into that further down the road. Left with Chris Evans. He knows that she's really smart, the whole family's really smart, but he wants her to be a kid. You know, school teachers and stuff start picking up that she's really smart, and the grandma, she starts to get involved more, knowing that she's got, you know, the mathematician brain, if you will. So yeah, it starts to get really messy, court cases and stuff getting involved. Who's gonna, you know, take her and stuff. It's really friggin' brutal. Because obviously she wants to stay with Chris Evans. She's got this amazing, unique bond. One of the best scenes in the film is they're on the beach. Chris Evans she's been sat looking at the math books for ages. Like, right, it's enough. Let's get outside. She's like, I don't want to. And he's like, come on, let's go outside. And the camera's just panned on them, and it's just black and white silhouette. Or sorry, no, it's just all black silhouette, the shadow of them talking about faith and is God real and stuff. And the sun's just slowly setting in the background, and she's like playing with him, climbing all over him and stuff. It's a really awesome scene. I don't think that the faith has got anything much to do with it, but it's just the subject of what they're talking about at the time. It's probably my favourite scene of the whole film. So, you know, there's a huge bond between these two. They absolutely love each other. She's like, I never want to leave you. And he's like, no, I promise you're never going to go anywhere. But the court cases start to get a bit messy. They go back about 4 times, and each, you know, side wins a certain amount of times. But then they come to a mutual agreement to put her into a foster home. And this is where the emotional scenes start to come. Obviously, Chris Evans promises to never ever let her go. You know, you'll always stay with me. But she gets put into the foster home, which is only 25 minutes away, but you can only have like monthly visits or something like that. So she's absolutely breaking down. You know, she's slapping him. Oh no, you promise you'll never leave me and stuff. But he has to do it. He gets in the car, drives away, absolutely crying his eyes out. And she's also got a cat called Fred with one eye, who plays not a huge role, but he's in it quite a lot. They might go back and forth. It's quite cool. But they say, can Fred stay with you? It's the adoptive parents like, yeah, that's fine. So they go on as usual. He tries to go back and see her, but she won't let him. You know, it's just the whole, you know, the little kid, she's upset with him because he just basically put her aside. And, oh, I'm not going to break down. He's going about his business, doing the work. The head teacher at the school that she was originally at, played by Jenny Slate, who I've seen in My Blind Brother, which was a great film. She's quite heavily involved. She finds a picture of the cat that was supposed to go with her. It's up for adoption, and she sends a picture to him. He's like, whoa, what's this all about? He runs to the sanctuary, readopts the cat because they're about to put him down. And he takes all the other cats that are there that are about to get put down, which is really awesome. Puts him in the car, goes to the house. Oh, shut up, done. Goes to the house, gets her back, but she won't forgive him. The mum's there, and the adoptive parents, they're letting the mum in when they shouldn't be, and he's like, what's this all about? He runs in, has this big thing with his mum, and he gives her a paper. Now, the paper, it's all like a math equation. Apparently, in the world, there's like these 7 maths equations which haven't been solved apart from one of them, and his sister was working on one of them. And as far as the grandma was aware, she had never solved this math equation. But this book that he hands her, it turns out she did. And his sister said to Chris Evans, listen, don't show mum this, don't get it published or whatever. Only publish it when mum dies. So he says this to her, and mum's really, you know, getting hit hard with like, oh crap, what the hell, what do you mean? But he gives her the paper, and he says, yeah, it's done, the math equation's solved, I'm taking her and we'll go in. And the mum, she starts to realise, because the mum kind of looks like the villain in the film, but she's not. She just wants her grandchild to reach her full potential like her daughter did. But she's forgetting that by doing this, she's cutting away any childhood or any memories or anything she can make or any bonds she can make out of life. She did that to her daughter, and now she's going to do it to her granddaughter. And Chris Evans is the complete opposite. He just wants to have a life, wants to have friends and stuff. But he gives it, and she realizes, she's like, oh, she solved it. She wanted this published when I was dead. All this kind of stuff, because her daughter did feel like my mum took my childhood away, and it kind of maybe caused her to commit suicide later on in life. So there's a lot of crazy meanings and stuff going on. That was a quick film with the run through down momentary scenes. But the film ends. Chris Evans has got her. He's got her. She goes to a university. She's only like 7. But she's also got a Scout's outfit on, so she's still doing Scouts. So she's getting the best of both worlds. And Chris Evans is completely happy. He's achieved what he wanted his sister, what his sister wanted him to do for her daughter. So it was really cool. Right, yeah, so that was a quick rundown of the film. I don't want to, because I feel like I go into the whole too much, like I literally give nothing for you guys to watch. So I wanted to run down. But there were some really amazing scenes in there. There was some really heartwarming scenes. There was they have a slight argument, Chris and his niece, about if he's really happy having her and stuff. And he takes her to the hospital where they watch families coming out and telling the rest of the family that they've just had a baby and stuff, and they see all the family happy in that. And he shows that they sit in the hospital all night just watching it. And he's like, that's what we were like when you were born. And it's just a really heartwarming moment. And the whole court case and scene and stuff, it's all just a bit... never personally happened to me. Again, don't want it to... I don't have kids or anything like that. It's just not nice. But Chris Evans, you can tell, everybody in the film, there is no real bad guy. Everyone in the film wanted what was best for Mary, and at the end she gets that, which is awesome. But now shall I go all philosophical and meaningful? Like I said, that was a quick rundown of the film. My favourite scenes, my favourite scene I mentioned, stuff like that. I hope you guys go and experience it. It wasn't the greatest film I've ever seen, don't get us wrong. It wasn't mind blowing. It was just a really good, nice story. And the whole thing that resonated with me, the thing that it said to me was, obviously push your child to be the best that they can be, the best version of themselves. But don't forget just to let them, on that journey of getting there, don't forget to just let them stop and, be whoever they want to be for a while. Just have fun and be friendly and make memories along the way. So get them to that potential as much as you possibly can, but do it in a way that's not just going to drive them there and forget everything else along the way. So, yeah, I think that's what it says to me. Kind of. And it's really cool because it's between an uncle and a niece, where I'm really close with my nephew. We have so much fun and stuff like that. It's awesome. So kind of, hit with that. Plus, I could be the Chris Evans of the uncle world. No, I couldn't. He's far better looking. But that was it. It was a great film. I'll give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. A lot. Okay, a lot. Great film. Hope you guys watch. Hope you guys enjoyed my little review. Just let us know in future reviews if I skip over too much, if you want to hear more, if you want to hear less, whatever. Just let me know down below. And thank you guys so much for watching the review. Go check out the film yourself, and peace out.